All right, let's get into the season. Right before the season starts, you see a whole bunch of people getting sent down, sent up. Trailblazers, Pelicans, as you can see that trade. We signed Derrick Jones, 23rd. Clippers signed Patrick Williams. Rockets signed Jalen Smith. Then you got some re-signs there. Pretty much trading might happen again, maybe after people get uncuffed in December. That's pretty much where I'm looking towards. Philadelphia 76ers starting off pretty bad right now. Let's get it. Premier Week.
And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And now the Washington Wizards starters. We've got Avdia. He's out there with Clint Capella. George out there with Johnson. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard spot. And for Indiana, Hield and Matherin at the 2 and the 3. Kyle Kuzma out there with Miles Turner. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Opening day of the regular season, Grant. Nothing quite like this first one of the year.
You know, as a former player, you know.
A very wild, I guess, train of events happening. They scheduled us against the Pacers because we traded Kyle Kuzma to the Pacers.
They're 10 points in the quarter. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. You've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
You know, shout out to the coaching staff. This is a disciplined team right now. This is one of the best I've seen with very few mistakes so far.
And you wonder if they'll face a more aggressive, disruptive defense in the second half. And now, your favorite part of this show, for some reason, social media posts. You both played on each side of the country. So Kenny, Ballers All Day, with a Z, wants to know what the biggest difference is between East Coast and West Coast fans.
Oh, well, West Coast fans, honestly, they like when you score. East Coast fans will appreciate your passing.
That's easy. West Coast.
It is easy. West Coast, because they're 3 hours behind. That's the biggest difference. That does it for halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game. Through the first 2 quarters.
Okay, so y'all might have to forgive me a little. This is my very first NBA game ever on NBA 2K24. I'm not really going to have the halftime that long on every single game. It's like, that was the very first one of the very first game of my very first game. So, I don't know, that was pretty interesting. I guess a little commentary on that, even though I'm pretty sure everyone's pretty much tired of that if they ever play games. And not just, I don't know, my player, but I like it. I really do. I like the aspect of just kind of added something else other than the highlights and the stats, because that's usually what it is, you know. So it's just something 2K just perfects more and more every single year. It's just presentation. There's no way 2K is going to be behind in presentation. I mean, just the simple aspect of them having old-time presentation for old-time teams is just way ahead of its time. And they did that in baseball too. Oh my God!
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift. Good timing.
What a way to start the season! I'm not gonna lie to y'all though. It's very understated how much I'm struggling with turnovers this game. Like, I'm still getting used to the pace. It's a little bit quicker than the WNBA, I must say. But yeah, what you talking about? Flex on them. Yeah.
And so it's Indiana with it after the basket by Washington. outside. Turner against Capella. Turner passes to Halliburton. Puts up a deep three. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. Indiana, number 1.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were.
Here's Neesmith. There's the three.
Him averaging 50% last season is actually real. Those are real stats right there. So, yeah, the Pacers are no joke. Here we are, face to face with them, with their guy, Andrew Nembhard. He's on our team now. And funny enough, I've just not thought about it. Paul George, you know, there is a little bit of speculation of Paul George going back to Indiana. Ooh, what a play.
Wow, that type of finish is just
but he ended up going to DC with me. So I don't know. I feel like there's just a little bit of everything that comes with this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of storyline, I would say. And it's getting closer and closer. I may be struggling with turnovers, but we still have a close game going on. So that's all that matters. Paul George is stepping up. I'm trying to do what I do, you know.
Here's George. They double team George. Tries to spin move. Capella screen on Walker.
Ooh.
Johnson's got 8 points here in the quarter. All over the place.
Yeah, see, I'm still learning the hop steps. I'm still learning.
George outside. Screen by Capella. George
still learning certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this one for 3. Capella. The second chance points on the tip in.
All right, so
now it's just a 2-point
Clint Capella, even though he's at 81, he reminds me so much of DeAndre Jordan when I got him on the NBA Today League on the Rockets. And I don't expect him to do too much other than blocks and rebounds. You want to get some oops, maybe a putback, maybe an open dunk, fine, but I don't expect too much else. And I'm not really depending on him for other than rebounds, blocks,
Johnson with a double team.
defense.
Halliburton misses. Well, the Wizards shooting pretty well in the fourth at 48%. Jones misses.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Hield passes to Turner.
This shit is too close for comfort, bro.
Here's the three.
Oh my God.
Abdia pulls it in. Washington trailing. Here's Johnson. And that misses. That would have put him up. And for the Pacers, they're shooting right.
I want to be the hero, man. Oh my gosh. All right, I don't know. Maybe I should pass this off, right? Right? No.
Johnson's got 16 points here in the second half.
Not passing shit off.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Halliburton for 3, buries it from 3.
He's such a clutch shooter.
Yo, that boy Tyrese has been going off all game. That's actually understated too. You guys are gonna see in the box score after this, but my guy Tyrese has been going off on no matter who's guarding him. I don't care who it is. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Shit.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best.
Y'all like my free throw form?
A little bump and then
Oh my God.
twice about coming into the lane next time. And
Hey, bro.
think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That shit is hilarious.
It's George on the wing. Abdia passes.
It makes me want to change it, but I don't want to change it because it's just so damn funny. Let's go.
And they'll give that one a
About stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball.
And I told you, man, I'm not passing shit off. This is my very first debut game. Come on, bro. This is what we do. Hit the granny.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Ah.
As big a free throw as you can make right there. Now they need a stop to send it to OT.
I'm going head to head with Tyrese in my very first game, bro. Come on, bro. They straight off the playoffs. They straight off the pace. You know, #1 team, field goal percentage. Tyrese is going stupid.
Here's Hield. It's a 4-second differential between the shot
But the
clock
team is motivated. What is you talking about?
Picks him up. Jones, the pass to Johnson. on the shot clock. Time called here.
Oh, man. So I got subbed out, right? So I'm going to put y'all behind the scenes. I got subbed out. Clint Capella shoots it and makes it and wins the game, bro. He went full court. Last second, bro. He won the game. He won the game. I wasn't even in, bro. 23, 6, 8, 6 turnovers is way too much. 48 points from Tyrese Halliburton. That's the shot. That's the shot right there.
Welcome, everyone.
Right
Thanks
there.
for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Monday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion Williamson is out there with Herbert Jones. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Cornette in at the center. And for the Wizards, we've got George Avdia out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Johnson, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. And Greg on paper. Pass to Simons. Feeds it to Williamson. Misses in close.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Johnson against McCollum. Capella, the pass to Avdia. Second chance shot. And it's Capella missing. Pelicans trail by 3. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. Williamson outside. From outside, off the mark.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Here's Johnson. Look at that.
Nice. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is...
Definitely just gave him his welcome to the NBA moment. It's supposed to be my welcome to the NBA moment, but I'm welcoming him to my NBA moment. He just got dunked on in my second game ever, man. Get the fuck up. Let's go. Yeah, man, I love this shit. All right, so Kyle Kuzma used to play for the Pelicans too. Funny. All right, so the Pelicans, one of the teams that had some trades happen. Anthony Simons is playing for him. Brandon Ingram isn't on the team anymore. Things opened up a little bit more for Zion Williamson. As far as possessions, not even on the court. Paul George, this game, going crazy. Love it. You know, he's been carrying the team this half. He's basically just, oh my God. See, he was a little mad. He was a little mad. I dunked on him. All right, I get it. You dunked on the wrong person. You're supposed to be dunking on me, man. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. All right. So another close game, of course. PG 8. This man can't help it. This is also our homecoming game. This is my first home game. You know, coming out of Richmond University, the Spiders go Spiders. You know, I got the home crowd, the real home remedy in the building, so it's a little extra boost, you know what I'm saying? Right now I got the Cobra 1 all whites. I honestly can't remember the name that I gave it, but they're all white with the silver accents. They look great up close, I promise.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, the Pelicans, they look like a really good team. They got Luke Cornett instead of Valanciunas. And Luke Cornett, he's kind of a hybrid Clint Capella slash a little bit of Valanciunas. He can shoot a little bit, but not enough for us to really have a threat. So there's a little, I don't know. Ooh, let's go. All right, so there's a little something, I guess, in the background. Look at those couple ones up close. But there's a little something in the background between the starting point guards on this team. Tyus Jones started last year, and I feel like maybe he feels like he should still be starting over the rookie, which I get, you know. And the coach, I don't know, maybe the coach kind of trust him a little bit more, especially after the turnovers that I had. I had 6 turnovers, so I get it kind of. Maybe that was part of the performance thing that they have in the coach settings. Not gonna lie, struggled just a tiny bit with turnovers just again this game. Still trying to get the hang of it, but you know, we're good.
They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others.
Here's Kamara. Now here's Simon. And the Pelicans miss again.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
Capella with a screen on Simon. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and...
Yeah, that oop was carefully calculated, you know what I'm saying? So is this move right here. Listen, I may have a little bit of turnover problem right now, but for the most part, how I'm moving, especially scoring-wise, veteran style. Let's go.
Packed in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Jones looking for an opening. And so Washington takes the win, a confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Paul George.
My guy Anthony, you know, there's going to be guys putting points on me right now just because I'm getting used to the defense just a little bit more. Definitely getting used to the offensive pace too. So, As you can see in the turnovers, it went from 6 to 4. It's going to keep dwindling down. You feel me? Tyus Jones, 27 minutes. The coach really trusts him. That's going to be a storyline, I feel like. See you week 2.